Not really much out this week to talk about except from that new Fast and Furious movie, but I just refuse to watch those, man. So, Air came out on Prime recently and I'm going to talk about that instead. Air. This is a Ben Affleck directed biopic which basically summarises the story of how Nike managed to sign Michael Jordan and create the biggest trainer ever, Air Jordans. Doesn't really sound like much of a story to tell, but actually it was pretty interesting. And I'm not even a basketball fan, and I think one of the big questions going into this for people will be, will you enjoy this if you're not really that into basketball? And I think the answer is yeah. I mean, as long as you understand who Michael Jordan is and how big of a player he was, I think you'll be fine. It's not even a basketball movie, really. It's more of a sales movie. It's watching a team go up against the odds to try and market themselves to Michael Jordan against the top dogs, Adidas and Converse. And that aspect of it was by far the most interesting part of the film. I'd say story-wise, unusually, the middle section was actually the best part of the film. The planning of the pitch itself and how they essentially pulled it off. The beginning does feel a little slow, and there's also a surprisingly large amount of epilogue at the end as well, without trying to spoil anything. I think the other aspect as well that people might struggle with is that this is essentially a story about how a rich company got even richer with one of their products. It's not really a personal story that invokes empathy and sympathy with its viewers, but credit to Ben Affleck and the writers because it more focuses on the key individuals and their contributions more than it does the actual company itself. Some of it does feel like last minute add-ons with the way the film finishes with the text crawling at the end, but I think it does well to get a decent message across. But the other part that was really great here was just the all-star cast that we have. We get Ben Affleck and Damon together again for another ride, which is great. We also get Jason Bateman too, who's just always great to watch, as well as Viola who actually didn't get too much to work with this time around. Messina, Marlon Wayans, but the real delight for me was seeing Chris Tucker again. He just plays this overly lovable, positive support role in the film, and man, I just loved seeing him on screen again. But yeah, any given time in the movie, we get two actors bouncing off some great dialogue with each other. It's what kept the movie being entertaining for me. Realistically, the plot could have been about anything with this quality of cast and dialogue. It's a little under 2 hours long and it's a pretty smooth ride. Even got a couple of laughs out of me along the way. It's just something fairly easy to watch and will leave you feeling pretty good at the end. It's out on Prime Video, and if you're a fan of biopics, this is one I'd definitely recommend. So that's Air. Yeah, it was a good watch. Have you seen it already? It was out in cinemas a few weeks back. Fortunately didn't make much money at the box office, which is a real shame, but maybe you did go to see it, and if so, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you found this video enjoyable, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe and all that, and as always, stay tuned for more reviews on movies, anime and video games. Until next time guys, take care. Bye bye.